We're talking to Commodore Jay Tarriela, the Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea. First up, good afternoon, Commodore Tarriela. Can you hear me okay?
Hello po, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
Good afternoon, Commodore.
Good afternoon, Sir Ronald.
Okay, yeah.
So obviously we're talking to you about this growing
Tensions.
brickbat over your presentation at the school a few weeks ago, and it's gotten to a point where Philippine ambassador to China, Ambassador Jimmy Flor Cruz, has been summoned by the Chinese government to explain that. What do you make of it, Commodore?
Well, para sa akin, since it concerns me personally, I would like to respond to it. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Medyo mahina.
Okay, sir, let's try it first for a few lines, see if it's clear. You were saying, sir?
Yes, for me, it proves that our transparency efforts in exposing Chinese aggression is actually working. And it also shows that China is more afraid on making the world know about their real behavior at sea, especially in South China Sea, more than that of the international law. Para sa akin, if they really want to reverse the negative impact na sinasabi nila that I cause, the best way for them to reverse that is to start adhering to the 2016 Arbitral Award and to stop the harassment of ordinary Filipino fishermen.
But Commodore, in this particular instance, doesn't have anything to do with the Transparency Initiative. This has to do with the presentation that you made at a school recently that apparently showed Chinese President Xi Jinping and turned him into a meme, which China protested vehemently. And now they've summoned Ambassador Flor Cruz, and they've also lodged a serious protest over this.
Do you actually believe that that is the primary reason why they are complaining about me as the spokesperson? A few days, even before I had the chance to deliver the PowerPoint presentation sa PNIL, I'm already receiving comments from the Chinese embassy every time I publicize a particular incident. So this complaint about the caricature of Xi Jinping, this is not the main reason why they're doing this. They just wanted to silence the transparency, and they don't want us to expose their aggression anymore.
Sir, I don't think anybody here wants to go into a discussion on whether or not you had the right arguments on the West Philippine Sea. I think it has more to do with was it necessary to go to the extent of making a caricature or a meme of a foreign leader, especially since you are a public official. The criticism, for example, of other people is that if a Chinese official
did that to
does
the
the
president
same thing about BBM, then we'd also be in the it also would be reasonable for us to also complain and file a protest. Regardless of whether the arguments work or not, it's how po the presentation was made. Yun po yung argumento ng iba.
Yes. Again, the caricature, para sa akin, ilang caricature na rin ba ang ginawa ng state media ng Chinese government, against the Japanese Prime Minister, against the U.S. President Donald Trump, and even with President Bongbong Marcos, ilang beses na rin nagkomento sila against the president, particularly their state media. So, again, even if we're going to say that I'm just exercising freedom of expression and all, it's not the main issue. Para sa akin, they're just making a reason para to blame me for whatever and to discredit ang effort natin exposing their aggression.
In short, you don't think you did anything wrong by turning President Xi Jinping into a meme?
first of all, we need to understand, no? Eto ba talagang caricature na to would really compensate in the harassment that they're doing against the Filipino fishermen? Is it really too much for us to do it kumpara sa pambababoy ng Chinese government sa ating mga Coast Guard, sa ating Armed Forces of the Philippines, and even to the ordinary Filipino fishermen? Is it too much for us to do that compared with the harassment that they're doing?
Commodore, alinawin ko lang, no? Itong pinesent nyo na caricature, ito ba ay galing sa inyo o parang kino-quote nyo lang yung ibang gumawa nito? Kayo ba ang may first touch dito? Or parang kinuha nyo yan as part of your presentation?
Well, I got that from some people, no? But again, that's actually a caricature that has different meaning, no?
Sir? Sorry, sir?
Hello?
Yes, sir. You were saying, sir?
Yeah, sorry, we keep
Yes,
losing you.
for each caricature, it has different meanings. Hindi siya ginawa lang para babuhin ang mukha ni Xi Jinping. That's actually a satirical, figurative, no? Nung mga argument na why China remains to be bully. For each feature, it has different meaning.
Actually, Commodore, nung nabanggit nyo kasi na ginawa rin ito ng China sa atin. Nung ginawa ba nila sa atin ito, halimbawa, nung tinawag nilang stupid, si BBM, etc., ay pinatawag din ba ng ating Foreign Affairs yung ambassador nila?
Well, I cannot recall, Sir Ronald, no? But definitely hindi tayo naging ganitong kaiyakin.
Okay. The other thing that we wanted to check in with you about, Commodore, is yung the Chinese Coast Guard said that they had rescued some fishermen from a cargo ship that capsized near the South Scarborough Shoal. Reuters has already gotten confirmation on this, but can we also hear from you about this incident? 17 crew members were
Yes.
rescued by the CCG, they said.
And two of them
Later
Yes,
died.
I would like to confirm, no, that the Chinese Coast Guard really did the humanitarian operation of rescuing the Filipino crew off the coast of Zambales. It was a distance of 150 nautical miles. And again, we need to thank them for doing that. But para sa akin, no, dun sa statement kasi na ginawa ng Chinese Embassy, say yung using Wang Yandao as a reference, sabi nila, it is near our Wang Yandao, something like that, no? Parang 55 nautical miles northwest of China's Wang Yandao, right? But they are actually referring Bajo de Masinloc.
So you confirm
So
that... Go ahead,
we
Commodore.
need to thank them for conducting search and rescue and rescuing the Filipino fishermen. But we need to respond by saying na Wang Yandao, which is Bajo de Masinloc, does not belong to the People's Republic of China.
So you're confirming that there were 17 crew members that were rescued and 2 later died, and these were all Filipino. We also understand that the PCG itself deployed assets to the area. Tell us how that went. Sino ba nauna doon?
Well, the Philippine Coast Guard also deployed our assets. But of course, dahil mas malalaki ang Coast Guard vessels ng China Coast Guard, and they have been there present already. At ang mga barko natin manggagaling pa sa Port of Manila for example, the 97-meter that we also deployed. On our way, before we even reach dun sa location of the incident, they already confirmed that they have already rescued the Filipino fishermen. Para sa akin, there's nothing wrong with that. We would like to thank them for conducting a search and rescue, this humanitarian mission, and saving Filipino crew. But again, I just want to correct the statement that Wang Yandao is not owned by China. it falls within our own exclusive economic zone kung saan nangyari yung insidente.
Sir, kasi kami, we're lay people. We have little idea of the scale of distances in the sea. When you pointed out that it's 55
Kilometers
was it nautical
northwest.
miles from Scarborough Shoal, what were you trying to say? That it's not exactly near Scarborough Shoal, ganun ho ba?
Ang distance niya talaga is 55 nautical miles northwest of Scarborough Shoal. Ibig sabihin, 55 nautical miles away siya mula sa taas ng Scarborough Shoal. So, kung susukatin natin sa coastline natin yan, siguro that's roughly 150 to 160 nautical miles off the coast of Zambales.
Okay.
Ibig sabihin, pasok na pasok ito sa ating exclusive economic zone.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So what happens next? After they've rescued them, they're going to be turned over to Philippine authorities.
Well, that is the intention, no? These Filipino fishermen will be turned over to the Philippine authorities, and of course, again, I would like to thank the China Coast Guard for rescuing our Filipino crew.
Okay.
Okay, we'll leave that there. It went by very fast, but thank you so much for taking time to talk to us today. PCG spokesman
sir.
for the West Philippine Sea, Commodore Jay Tarriela. Salamat, sir.
Salamat, Commodore.
Maraming salamat.